Yeah. Alright, we here. Yo, this game, Star Citizen, is wild, man. I just started checking out some of the trailers for it. You gotta see it. I mean, it looks a little wild, man. It definitely looks wild. Nice work. Reminds me of Elite Dangerous. I played that game on the channel some.
Star Citizen, I was hired to protect a VIP arms dealer, but not before I went through training. In a situation that held tens of millions of credits on the line, there has to be big security, because the coordinates might leak. And not only do you have to protect the arms dealers, you have to protect the VIP clients. I'm still new to Star Citizen, but this event opened my eyes. Sit back, relax, and let me tell you the story of my journey to protecting an arms dealer. In my last video, I went from space trucker to rich assassin, but everything I did was PvE related, so now the only logical option was to take my winnings and purchase a PvP worthy ship. The Gladius, a light fighter with a crew of one, a length of 20 meters, a top speed of 1,200 meters per second. This was my choice for its high maneuverability and its military-grade components. It feels great, and boy is it a change from the Taurus. The Taurus was like a boat, but this thing is agile. Just pressing spacebar within the hangar made me realize how touchy this thing is. I felt for the first time that I was a force to be dealt with. Of course, I took this out for a spin right away. I found this abandoned ship just hanging out and wanted to test the guns a little bit, but it wasn't much.
Gameplay looks pretty good.
My first suspect. I found this guy on the moon of Daymar, and I was picking a fight with him. I was incorporating what I learned from NPC fights, launching missiles before I go into attack. I wasn't used to missiles that don't track like this, so I really was confused on what was going on right from the get-go. But I was steadfast and stayed in the fight. Quickly, I realized he switched to navigation mode, which prompted me to switch to navigation mode just to keep up with him. But as soon as I turned on navigation mode, my shields were down, and another player that I didn't even see started shooting right at me, almost like an ambush. The next thing I know, these missiles are coming straight at me, and my only defense that I thought of was just to go in circles like a crazy person, which really made me dizzy, but I think it might have saved my life. And by dizzy, I mean really dizzy. If I'm doing something wrong here, leave a comment and tell me what I'm supposed to do in this situation. And with the missile out of the way, I turned back to see them just coming straight at me, even all the way out here in space. So I switched to navigation mode and targeted right back where we were originally. They launched a missile at me and did a flyby, and as soon as they did that flyby, I QT'd right back to where we were. This gave me a lesson. I might have a really good ship, but I am not a good fighter at all. This isn't a movie. This isn't Top Gun Maverick. I'm not the man that I thought I once was. Luckily for me, I made a friend. Remember last video when I met a very powerful person named Vaughn who gave me access to missions and a bunch of money? I think I might have met a player that is more powerful than him. This is Galadrim, an arms dealer who deals to the entire verse.
I get most of the shit for pennies on the dollar.
Now tell me the others.
Good movie.
You're looking at the exclusive agents for the whole fucking thing.
This was the magic bullet. One supplier who could fill the entire Afghan deal.
This guy has a lot of knowledge, and I met him just by chance. He decided to meet me on the atmosphere of Daymar, where we agreed to rendezvous on the surface. This man would not only give me a job, but give me training that would come into play at the end of the video. This guy started explaining a lot about the game that I had no idea about. We went down to the surface, and he started telling me a few things, stuff that I didn't even know I should know. Now, I never really got to go through the tutorial of the game because it was bugged, and I also never got a mentor for this game. So this was a one-of-a-kind experience, especially meeting like this. It felt so epic with that backdrop. One of the things that was interesting about this meeting is he told me how much the guns that I was carrying cost, or rather, how much I could sell them for to other players. Then he tried to get his bombs off of his ship and put them on mine, and I started to feel like I was Luke Skywalker and he was Yoda. I had no idea these fighters could have bombs like this. After he told me the price of the weapons that I had, completely mocked me with the bomb racks that he had, he decided to show me what they actually do, and I was impressed. I had seen enough. I desperately need those bomb racks. I feel like it's very rare to have somebody that has deep knowledge of the game actually show you a lot of different things that you don't know, rather than take you for a ride passenger princess style. I finally felt like I was over the noob hill and getting into the game seriously. This was my mentor. This was my sensei. We spent a few more minutes on the surface. He showed me some new guns that had just come out that were worth a lot and very sought after. I had never seen them before, but it was time to learn some new tricks. It was time to learn how to dogfight correctly. We went up to the atmosphere, and he showed me things that I legitimately did not know at all. Like you could scroll on this menu, and if you scrolled down on gun mode, you could switch to the guns that the ship had. Then he showed me how to circle your target. He did it around me, and it was honestly really tough to keep up with him. But then, it was my turn. Using a combination of W, Shift, and Spacebar, I tried to start circling him. My first attempt was a lot of slingshots. I had to stop and regroup myself and try to understand what it was that I was doing. My second pass was much better. However, we're still not quite there. And even today, I need to work on this a lot more. I also realized a lot of my doors were open. And on my third try, I ran into the master himself. Not a great look for starting out, but it was time to practice a little bit more for real. And I wasn't gonna leave anything on the table. Okay, so Galadrim completely destroyed me here, but one day I will be back and I will get my vengeance. However, what about the arms dealing? The next day we had an arms dealing event that I needed to attend. I was offered the role of a bodyguard, and I did some practicing over the night. Don't you worry, I was to pilot the Gladius and become a muscle for an arms dealing event that would take over the entire server, in which there are a lot of buyers for different weapons and armor. Nobody knows where the location location is beforehand, and buyers are brought in via shuttle. The secrecy and security of these events is paramount, and the scale is mind-blowing. When it was all said and done, we estimated around 130 people were a part of this event, which is more than 1/6 of the server.
Some of the roles we need are security guys for both onboard the ship and also fighter escorts. Sounds like we're gonna have one, possibly two Idris extra on top of the one that we're using as like the mobile base for security. So we're gonna have a nice little fleet going.
Crazy.
We're gonna have some fighters already, but we could always use more.
And will be the damage control / medical team
Graphics are
that will
amazing.
move around the ship for whenever you need.
Thank you guys all for
On PC,
for
yeah,
coming
I'm
in
sure
here,
what y'all
doing this
see.
with me. It would not be possible without you guys. So it is super fun for me to see you all come in here and participate.
The rules were set, and the place started buzzing. We all met at Everest Harbor, and this was my first major event in this game. It's interesting to see good players who do PvP and PvP actually participate in roleplay events. Granted, we are all here to make money, but you don't see that often in other games. So I got in my fighter, I called it into the hangar, we're all ready to go. Everybody got on the Idris, and I took my fighter and I planted it right in the bay of the Idris, a brand new ship with the big gun. That's about all I know about it so far.
Alright, we have Pisces Medical underneath the Idris in the bottom bay. And
You know where to go.
I'm the only one that knows exactly where we're going.
The place was buzzing with activity, and I was super excited to see what this was all about. I went in here completely blind, only with the invitation from Galadrim himself. Mind you, I have never seen an operation like this. A planned event, this is my first one.
Flying behind us, is that one of you guys?
That's Jaden. Yep, he's our shuttle pilot.
As soon as I touched down in the bay, I started looking around and saw a bunch of people doing their jobs. Everyone knew exactly what to do, arguably except for me. And as we had a few more people come on, everybody got ready for the major list of clients. I slipped out of the bay in order to explore the ship a little bit. Also, I needed to transfer my imprint. Thankfully, I remembered to do this, which would definitely come in handy later. When you're out in the verse, you see people in their suits all the time. So it was really refreshing to see people in character-specific clothing here. And as I was messing around, I accidentally opened up the bay doors. All I was trying to do is get a shot of the outside. Thankfully, I was able to go back to normal before the captain saw.
Primo, I like the fit.
Thank you. Just trying to get hydrated.
A little tip for you too is if you don't want to deal with that, the medical bays will do that for you as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. When you go like lay down in the med bed, it will refuel you up.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you. This event opened up a whole
crazy.
new social club for me. I met people like Kyosa, one of the most fashionable people that I've ever met in the verse, who deals in armor and clothing, and even I participated in some roleplay, letting the buyers know that they were on our territory.
They're probably going to be heading that way very shortly.
According to my list here, you are just on credit.
This is the UES Axios. We have a rider OM1 prepared for escort.
I am underneath you and a Buccaneer. I'll be taking you there.
Everything was super serious, and I decided to post up against my ship. Feeling the epicness of the moment, I started to get mentally prepared.
Primo looking good there next to your fighter, looking good. Perfect, sound good. Alright, we're getting customers to come in, so everyone ready up. Let's get a couple security guys to be ready when the customers come in from the rear of the Idris. We want to have a little bit of a show force. Let's keep the cargo kind of on the elevator.
Quest, rear hangar open.
Rear hangar is open and ready for you guys. Oh, okay, I think shuttle number 1 is approaching the rear hangar now. We have another shuttle or 2 out right now, Warlord. Just keep that in mind.
Roger.
What? Oh, he's in a. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Oh god. That won't fit.
Oh my god.
He's shaking.
He needs to check party chat!
I just realized I was muted a second ago.
Holy shit.
And there it goes.
First box coming on.
Warlord, if you guys wanna. Are you in NBC, Warlord?
Thankfully, we got things ironed out, and the deal proceeded smoothly. An operation like this, coordinates would have to be leaked soon, just by inevitability, which is exactly what happened. Our first stranger turned up, and we had to hunt him down. We started questioning him, but there was no answer. Maybe there was in chat, but it was way too late by then.
They just landed and ran the cargo elevator in.
I think so. Let's keep eyes on them though, because I'm not positive.
Yeah, he just landed, jumped out right on.
What ship was it?
Hornet at the very rear of the hangar.
How did he get there? I didn't look.
He was landed and everyone was just sitting there.
So that's a problem. No one can get on that. That means he's not in our group. First lock or that bridge.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna make the jump.
The next order of business was to clear the runway from his ship, which we had a lot of trouble doing because he took the keys. So we blew it up and then tractor beamed it out of there in hopes that we could get back to what we were doing.
Alright, now we should be able to tractor that thing out.
Be the guy that came out of that jetpack.
Yeah, we killed him. I think he's in the brig right now.
Yeah, into the brig.
Sadly, this could only mean one thing. The coordinates to our operation were indeed leaked. And we started having people show up, precursor for the storm that was about to happen.
This guy was allowed no introduction and shot on sight.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on this guy.
There's also a Hornet that isn't in the party. 2 kilometers out of the ship.
No. Yeah, we're not flying Hornets, so that's not my best.
We're only gladiators.
Alright, go for somebody else grab his ship and take it out if you can.
However, it was harder to get this ship out of the bay.
Now we got another dang ship stuck in our hangar.
We stripped the ship of what we could, and while the turrets were trying to deal with how to explode this ship so we could move it, I decided to take a look around. This operation was big.
We had ships patrolling, we had 2 Idrises,
We had shuttle escorts, we had fighters, and we had a fully crewed Idris right here. Truly a big operation.
The shields? Do they need to be on?
Seeing as our efforts were unsuccessful to move the Gladius, we decided to move all the ships from the front of the bay to the back, and then open up the front bay doors. This is where we would get our first huge client, purchaser of a lot of goods. We're talking tens of millions of credits.
This is a priority. I need most of all of y'all's focus on this. Yeah, let's get the boxes moved to the front. And can we get Rosa and crew off the ship?
I tried to be as helpful as I could, and we awaited their arrival, but it felt like a meeting doomed from the start.
Those coordinates have already been leaked.
Alright, front of the Idris is open for the Adventure Titan. Feel free to land whenever. Clear for landing. Bye.
Medicals are working.
What's in your box? That's not, you're not looking at selling it, right? That's just for use for your storage.
Copy.
Perfect. Okay. Come over here to these boxes over here on the side. This is what we have currently, and then just let me know what you're looking to buy. I'll give you a price, and then we'll get you guys all squared away, get those in your boxes, and get you guys out of here.
Through for you, because I was trying to do that side for you for the immersion. Long story short, we're no longer part of First Squadron. The people you see here and the 19 people that other follow me is Orbital Defense Search and Rescue. Yeah, please.
This game's crazy.
We're hit.
As soon as we got hit, I was running towards the Gladius. I have been ready for this since the beginning.
We got hit by an Idris Sam.
I didn't see anything.
Not for sale.
Under fire?
There's a Corsair here.
The only problem was there was a ship blocking my Gladius. You know, looking back, everything's always 2020. I should have done things differently here, but an explosion threw me around.
God, you guys are taking a lot of fire.
As I was exiting the bay, my wing got clipped.
Yeah, we need to get this just moving, I think.
Do we not have any air support?
I mean, I can only do so much in a buck, bro.
Yeah, we have
Starting out the fight already damaged, but I was still determined. I tried to find another fighter to fight, and I locked onto one and tried to get as close as I could. And soon what I thought was the fighter turned into an Idris. That threw me off a little bit, but I tried to keep my bearings.
Yeah, I'm out.
What's mine with Grim Hex because of my Grim stuff? It's alright, press charges back.
And again, I find myself being chased by a missile.
Do we have an exfil opportunity for
I did manage to escape one, but 2 others caught me right after. So I died, came back to the bay, and got in another Gladius. But right before I got in, I was taken back by the views.
We have 4 Gladius that we can deploy if you guys want to get into the fight. Can you open up front Idris door? Looks like it's opening right now. Yeah, we're gonna, if we can get it to, we're gonna deploy Gladius right now. Idris pilot. Perfect, okay, Gladius 1's out, Gladius 2's going out too.
We got
have a free Asgard coming in to assist. We weren't able to get party yet with them.
While these guys were managing incoming ships back on the Idris, I tried to do as much damage to anything I could find. It's easier to find an Idris than a fighter. Soon, I knew I needed to go head to head again.
Gladius is away. Wow, this looks so sick, by the way. I just have to say.
My team is engaging the initial Idris right now, but they have, I believe, an Idris T on their back.
It was at this point in the battle that I learned about flares, asking the target so I couldn't find them. I tried to lock back on quickly, and it was here that I scored some good shots.
I'm on fire. That was a big explosion.
Shouldn't be a thing yet.
I'm on fire. It's something on fire right now.
That's a pocket if you are out of an atmosphere before that.
However, only really having a day to train started to catch up to me, and I felt like I was losing control of my ship, I was losing control of the battle, and before I knew it, I was taking massive damage, including missiles coming after me. I realized my shields were really low, and I was wondering if I should get out of the fight, but I decided to stay, which may have proved to be the most fatal mistake.
Hey, Miguel, let's get all cargo bunched up together so that we can do this very, very quickly.
Our shields dropped, we had to bail out, we're coming back in as soon as we're back up.
I finally decided to call it and to try to escape and switch into nav mode, which I immediately started taking unreal damage. I had no idea what to do, and I tried to maneuver my way out of this, but the next thing I know, the entire screen went black, and that was the end. But after this, something really important happened. I woke up back at the ship. Sadly, real life caught up to me. I only had 10 minutes left before I had to go somewhere, so I decided not to waste any more of these guys' resources, and I did the only logical thing left, which was to slip out of the bay and watch the fight for a little. This gave me a view of what we were doing, what was actually happening, and I could not believe my eyes. 5 Idrises, all clashing together. Fighters, solo people, groups, orgs, alliances, all battling out in the stars on the backdrop of Magda. As a new player, this really brought it home for me. I now can see why people play this game despite the bugs and despite the long alpha time. Where else are you going to get gameplay like this?
That's crazy. That's
However,
crazy.
I'm still hungry, and I have future plans. In no way in the next battle am I going to be on the sidelines. In no way in the next battle am I going to be unprepared. Even as a new player, I'm willing to bring up my game and give what it takes. As my crew flies off into the distance, I realize, oh shit, server, never mind. Star Citizen, we defended this payload from pirates in a huge battle in a city above the...
That game looks epic. Get it? Epic Games. But anyways, yeah. That's the new, well, it's not new, I'm sorry. That's the game, Star Citizens. Definitely have to try it out if I haven't tried it yet. It's pretty dope. I'm definitely going to try it out, but the previews looks dope. Everybody that I talk to, that plays PC, that is, says it's probably one of the best games, open world games. It's like Elite Dangerous, so I think the graphics might be better. We'll see. I'll do a video on it when I do play it. So I keep y'all posted and let y'all know what's going on. Don't miss out on the news this morning that we're about to do. So we can figure out what all is going on with this Russia stuff and see what's happening with Venezuela and see what's actually going on in the world with Ukraine and everything else. But do not Do not leave until you hit that subscription button. Make sure y'all smack that subscription button. Can't talk. Make sure y'all smack that subscription. Cannot talk. Make sure y'all hit that subscription button. Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I couldn't say it. And if y'all like the videos, please smash that like button. Big boost to the channel. Want to shout out to all the subscribers that we do have to the channel. Thank y'all so much. We're getting closer step by step, little by little. Hopefully it starts picking up here soon. Again. And we start getting these subscribers in so we can actually start doing these drawings. I really want to do these drawings for y'all. I know y'all been gripping on your seats probably for them, but we're doing them. They're gonna be done as soon as we hit that 500 and hit that 1,000. So until then, until later on, it's a lone wolf, aka Daisy.